Wes Yahal, Echata Kevin. This is a discussion video regarding the term Ingvæones. The term Ingvæones was coined by the Roman historian Tacitus. To him, the Ingvæones were the Chauci, the Cimbri, and the Teutons. Okay? Same with Pliny the Elder. Now, Ingvæones, the word itself is Latin, which means friends of Ing, and Ing is a Germanic god. However, the problem with this term when applying to modern day linguistics, because thing is, well, popularly known that Ingvæonic languages are Old English, Old Saxon, and Old Frisian. Okay? Now, the problem with the term Ingvæonic or Ingvæones is that for some people it gives this romantic view that all the Angles, a Germanic tribe that came to England, that all the Angles descended from Ing, Lord Ing. And there's no medieval source that explicitly says that. However, what is out there is a text called the Gesta Danorum, which is a text primarily about Danish history, and there is a figure named Angol and his brother Dan, and apparently this text explicitly says that all the Angles descend from Angol. Even Bede's history of the English nation, when talking about the Angles, it literally says Angulus. Forgive me for my Latin mispronunciation. And the suffix us in Latin is to make a noun. An adjective. So it's really English or Angel-ish, if you will. Alright, so that's something to bear in mind. And I'll read you the text, translated from Latin, of this character named Angol, which all the Angles are descended from. It says here, bear in mind, this gives some context that Dan and Angol are part of the Danish royal lineage or something like that. And that's just to give some context. But anyway, here's what the text says, translated from Latin. Alright? Of these two, Angol, the fountain, so runs the tradition of the beginnings of the Anglian race, caused his name to be applied to the district of which he ruled. This was easy. This was an easy kind of memorial wherewith to immortalize his fame. For his successors, a little later, when they gained possession of Britain, changed the original name of the island for a fresh title, that of their own land. This action was much thought of by the ancients. Witness Bede, no mean figure among the writers of the Church, who was a native of England, and made it his care to embody the doings of his country in the most hallowed treasury of his pages, deeming it equally a religious duty to glorify in writing the deeds of his land, and to chronicle the history of the Church. This is what the text says. Okay? So, for all of you out there that think that all the Angles descend from Lord Ing, I'm sorry, but there's no medieval text that explicitly says that. This is the only one that's known. But that's pretty much it. About this term. So what I think would be a more appropriate term to categorize Old English, Old Saxon, and Old Frisian would be North Sea Germanic, rather than Ingvæonic or Ingvæones, which is again coined by Tacitus. Coined by Pliny the Elder. Well, it was used by Pliny the Elder and whatnot. And I have to reiterate that to Tacitus, the Ingvæones were the Chauci, they were the Teutons, and finally the Cimbri. Okay? That's all for now. Thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't. And if you really like my stuff, please not only just check out my Facebook and Twitter down below, but you can also check out my Patreon page as well. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.